Welcome to the 8th episode of Flower Van Productions. I'm Jason Beck.
I'm Brian Merrill.
And tonight we have KelleyPancake.
That's me.
Yay!
And she's awesome.
She is, because we just did a take and we heard her, and it was really good. As you notice, she has no instrument.
Just this. Yeah.
Up here. Yeah.
Gonna be all vocals tonight.
All vocals, folks. It's new for Flower Van.
This one's called Melancholy, technically melancholy, but I don't like to say melancholy anymore since I saw Megamond and he can't pronounce it, and that made me happy. So Melancholy.
Melancholy.
I'd like to wake up one day and know nothing and feel nothing and forget who I am. I'd like to leave all I know and go somewhere cold and living, smell of exhaust in the air. Being content ain't all it's cracked up to be. Use it loosely instead of just breathing its air. Buyer beware, times are changing. Everything you thought you knew, rearranging. Don't you let it make you blue. You can turn it right into a melody. You don't know me half as well as you're thinking. Heart is sinking. Don't mistake chemistry for whatever it is you've been sipping on, drinking. Although charming, darling, I've heard it before. Love is a personal manifestation, one's own creation. I was not always this way. Fairy tales are man-made and times are changing. Everything you thought you knew, rearranging. Don't you let it make you blue. You can turn it right into a melody. And if you feel like what you most desire might have expired, there's always room to improve. Give credit due to the few you admire. They light the fire that was once constant in you. If there's one thing that rings true, dear, times are changing. Everything you thought you knew, rearranging. Don't you let it make you blue. You can turn it right into a melody.
Wow.
Yay! Ah, it was just as
Thank
good.
you.
I love your voice. It's incredible.
It is.
So how long have you been able to sing like that? Since you're a little baby?
Honestly, I just got my ish together in the last few years. So I've been able to sing since, I don't know, like elementary school, because every kid thinks they can sing.
So it's always been a passion?
But
I was fabulous.
yeah, it's always been a passion. And like the first real band I was in was Speakeasy, and we were swing jazz. And I loved that stuff, but it was like very strict, more so like notey, like I could hit every note the way I was supposed to, and a lot of stuff that I thought initially was out of my range. So I was more focused on that. And then moved over to Downbeat, that went from a 5-piece band to now a 2-piece band, but got a lot more comfortable. So I actually realized that it was still fun. Even though I liked the music, you have to work with the right people to do it right.
And now you're one. Now you're one piece.
Currently, I'm one piece, but
it sounds good.
I'm working on it. If anybody's looking for anything,
I think you should just do it like that. It sounds good all by itself. Don't you think so, Brian?
sit out there with a top
beautiful.
hat.
Yeah, in the corner. Yeah. No, you could do it at, what about just a live show of the whole things? It sounds
That's a lot of acapella.
Yeah, probably. A lot.
Probably me throwing tomatoes at people leaving, but
normally you have somebody accompanying you.
Yeah,
guitar.
Usually my friend Bob Sentia does.
Bob. It's a fantastic
Bob.
guitar.
Yeah,
But he's amazing. So
Very amazing.
he's got a family, so we're working stuff out. But
He could
I'm looking for
family?
a lot of side
You
stuff.
could have brought them with him.
He works nights and all kinds. He's not like a last second guy either. So he needs notice
Next time.
with the children.
But this is great. We really get to hear.
Yeah, it was nice to do it again. I haven't done anything
Voice in
since
its
like
purest
open
form.
mic acapella. So.
Yeah, it's very good. So what? So you're looking for somebody else just to continue to sing what at St. Pete or?
In general, honestly, like I just want to like
Just
dabble. Yeah, I just want to dabble in different stuff. My heart's definitely in like Motown, blues, jazz stuff. Like always has been. Like I just like let go more there, but I like to try like R&B and like trance and
rap,
folk, and I cannot rap. I would kill too. I sound ridiculous when I rap, so that's a by myself kind of thing. Closet ghetto for that.
We saw you at what's the one with the open downtown St. Pete with the open doors?
Ruby's Elixir.
Ruby's Elixir, yeah, with you with Bob.
And that was
it
with
was
Bob.
Fantastic. It was very
nice.
good. Definitely.
Very cool atmosphere.
So that song, Melancholy, did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I have a lot of songs about hating Largo and wanting to leave Florida. I don't know.
Now, when you
It's
write,
mostly about that.
do you just whatever you hear in your head, you start feeling
I
it?
mostly
You're in the
come
car
up
and
with
start
like
singing.
I come up with a melody and lyrics usually at the same time. It's just whatever happens, and
Stream of consciousness, just start singing.
yeah, like I mean, just like I'll try a lot of different melodies, and a lot of the time I'm worried that they're like melodies I've already come up with, like in like ways, like I'll listen to it, it'll be like off by that much or what have you, or just like a little different, or like songs I've heard on the radio, but it's hard to know until like you come up with it and you come up with like a whole verse and you're like, shit. But I mean, a lot of it, that's how you find it. It's just random and it's just playing around. I usually have to be in total silence to play around, and I'm not good in total silence, so it's like shower or walking home or something like
What
that.
about the car? The car?
The car is like when I listen to music, like big time,
So
really
you can't
loud.
sing
So.
that. So you have to go shower a lot to get these songs
But yeah,
out.
and my car is broken currently, so walking home has given birth to a few new melodies, which is cool.
So if anybody passes you on the sidewalk, they're likely to hear an original come out of your
Probably,
mouth.
yeah.
Once
cool.
Once you write a song, do you then would bring somebody like Bob and he puts the chords
Yeah,
around
like
it?
it was very awkward initially trying to get everything together because that's the opposite way of doing it. Like I don't know many musicians that are used to it. It was hard to find people that I could write with, and that was why I was surprised about Bob. Like we just like clicked and it made sense. But for the most part, you know, people are used to you play something or like a riff or what have you and come up with something and then collaborate. And I haven't been able to, like, I like doing that. I'm down with both, but it also like comes more naturally to me to just write stuff because I want to do stuff and I don't play an instrument. And I am obsessed with singing, so I just go out to like open mics and meet people that way and
That's
just sing,
good.
and people would ask me if I'm playing with anybody and go from there.
Yeah, it'll just happen like synchronicity if you just keep doing it.
Now, I know I said this to you the other day, but I have to have you come over here and we sit and just write a song.
I'm down.
Just
I'm
do
totally
it and
down.
record it,
I
like
promise.
start to finish, a couple of
Yeah.
hours and done.
I'm
Like,
totally
not,
down.
Not sweat over, just have fun.
Like I'm available next week, straight
okay,
up.
next week we'll do that. So.
That's why when I was thinking, it's funny you should say that because that movie that we're doing, I was like, oh my God, that would be such a good song. That voice to have on a song, because the movie's got a lot of, you know, parts introspective where the lead character's thinking about things. That would be nice.
I'm down to be in on anything.
You're in
so.
business,
It'd be
Kelly.
great. Have her score. Yeah, she's scoring a film with her
Score-
voice. Just
yeah.
watch the film and just do
Because
your
it
thing.
would, yeah, it would be cool, just that acapella.
Because we can pull it up in Pro Tools.
Yeah.
You know, the scene and hook you up with a microphone and you just.
I
start
am
writing.
down to try
Dude,
whatever.
that's excellent idea. Because Steven's supposed to send you that anyway. That'd be cool. Oh my God, you're in business. You're gonna have so much.
We're gonna retire you, by the way.
That's it.
So
As
with
soon as
millions of
this
dollars.
hits, as soon as this hits, and they hear your voice, it's probably gonna be it. That's it. You'll never come in here again. Should
I've
be
heard
on
that's how
bigger
it works.
shows. Yeah.
I based everything on that, so I have this condo in play I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
If it goes up in smoke, it's all your fault.
That's good. Yeah. Put all your eggs in this. Well, let's hear another one. Let's hear another one.
Okay, this one I totally don't have memorized.
I do have a lovely black music stand you're welcome to use.
Yeah, that would be cool, actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
They're very nice. It's custom metal.
This one's, well, I actually put a date on it. I never put it on anything. From April 28th of last year. I haven't sung it that much. I guess I just wrote it and forgot about it. but it's called Fish, and it's about like basically being a wino. Before I discovered Bula Cafe on Fifth Avenue and Kava. Yeah, so Fish. At the bottom of this glass, I have seen the world go round. I have every intention of staying afloat, and when I don't, I slip down into the bottom of this glass, where everything's alright. I'm only human, it's fair to assume I grow weary of the fight. Won't you pour me one last round? My night is almost through. Just a few sips away from drowning my blue. Be a dear and top me off before I head on home. Here's to growing accustomed to sleeping alone. When the night is long and hot, my poor mind will never clear. I often wonder what change would occur if I could disappear into the bottom of this glass, where the sun is always down. I can't tell one day apart from the next, or the sky from the ground. Won't you pour me one last round? My night is almost through. Just a few sips away from drowning my blue. Be a dear and top me off before I head on home. Here's to growing accustomed to sleeping alone. Tomorrow when I sober up and the world seems all anew, I'll find that nothing has changed with exception to my point of view. From the bottom of this glass, where my sanity resides, within it I float in the gentle embracing calming of its tides. Won't you pour me one last round? My night is almost through. Just a few sips away from drowning my blue. Be a dear and top me off before I head on home. Here's to growing accustomed to. Lord knows I've grown accustomed to. Dear, here's to growing accustomed to sleeping alone. Fish.
Very good. That's great.
Absolutely stunning. I love it.
Yeah.
So not only is your voice great, but I mean, you're a great writer. Love your lyrics, too.
Yes.
It's very cool.
It really kind of ties in that whole thing. Because I did that, too. And so I can relate. That's good.
Now,
Fish.
is this stuff available on iTunes, these songs?
No, none of this is.
Yeah,
How do we
you
get
haven't
that?
recorded it?
I'm a lazy bastard. You come up to me at
Come up to our
and
Bula
you
Cafe.
ask really nicely and tip
Yeah.
really well.
And you'll get a CD. How
So,
many?
have you done any recording?
Yeah.
I've done a whole hell of a lot. Like, me and Bob did a demo and planned on doing more. Everything's time and busyness and excuses. So
No more-
I'm
no more
definitely
demos.
planning on getting there. No,
No-
I just
no more
want to
demos.
sing.
Make a
I just want
record.
to go out and sing.
No, make a record.
Yeah.
Or recording, at least. A single.
If I can get
With a
together.
video. With a video.
With a video. We'll do a
single and a
video. Yeah, definitely. This
you
would
have
be
to wear
very
these.
cool.
I'm of course.
You have to wear. The folks can't. Or they saw them before. Definitely. Well, awesome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was great having you here.
It was wonderful.
Very cool.
Want to hang out and get drunk with us?
Fish.
Fish. Feel like a drink. No, that was great. How many of these songs have you written? How many songs do you think?
I don't know. Over the years, probably like 20 or 30.
Oh, so you got tons. You could do a
I'm big.
whole-
Like, lately I try to write stuff and I have like chunks of stuff, so I'll have like a verse here that I haven't like finalized that I'm like in love with, and I worded it exactly. I just get really picky too. Not that you shouldn't, but I'll have like a piece that I can't add on to until I'm like ready to add on to it. But the way that my songwriting in the most annoying way works, kind of convenient and annoying, is that I'll start one song that I'm like hell-bent on like have an idea for and I've planned out and everything, and then while I'm writing that, come up with another idea and write a whole song, but I'll only come up with like a chorus or a verse for the one I initially started.
Now,
It's strange, but
now, if you bring this
That's
into,
how you
like,
work.
for example, Bob to put the music to, Does he ever say, "Hey, can we just cut this in half or move this here"?
Oh yeah,
or do
like
that,
and
help the arrangement?
initially I was like totally douchey about it, and I'm like, "Oh, this is my shit."
Yeah.
And, and then I got like, yeah,
toyed with.
It's working with the right people though, Like I worked with somebody before that was like really picky and like to the point, needed his stuff, and I mean, as a musician, that's not cool. You have to collaborate.
Yes.
If you don't work with, you're not going to want to do
Cooperation.
something, even if it sounds great and you're not happy with it. You're not happy with it. So as far as you're concerned, it doesn't sound great, and it's all you think about. So somebody will be like, "Oh, I love that one song." You're like, "That song sucks," but they love it. So that's not what it's about, though. It's about your audience liking what you're playing, singing,
I
performing,
agree,
but
definitely.
You have to love it too. So. I've gotten a lot more open-minded and down for creative criticism and changes over the years.
That's good. You're growing like a tree.
A tree.
You'll flower soon. All right. Brian, you got anything else?
I just had a great time. I'm glad you stopped by.
It was.
I'm
It was
glad I
very
did,
fun.
too.
We know Kelly, as you probably figured out already, so this was very fun for us. And we know she's a good singer, and it's very cool to have you on.
Thank you.
And we'd like to have you back again.
Again.
Definitely down.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Let's just do the Kelly show.
I'll be in
Always.
Georgia.
Yeah, this would be our first spin-off show.
Yeah. We should have her sing like an introduction, like with you, Brian, too. That we'd have a flower van.
I could make you guys a
Let's do it
jingle.
now.
Yes, we do need a jingle.
Yeah, let's do a jingle. Let's
Gotta get a
go.
little flower van
Flower van.
jingle.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Like,
Cheesy and awesome.
yeah, cheesy. Welcome to the Flower Van Studio. Yeah, something like that. Go. Not with my voice.
No, spot.
I always do this. I did this today, too. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching the 8th episode of Flower Van. And, we are inside a Flower Van. A lot of people were confused that we weren't actually in the vehicle that runs across the screen, but I just wanted you to confirm it. We are in a Flower Van.
Yeah, we're
correct?
in it, right? It's huge.
See? It seems big, but it's actually not as big as it seems.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's a smooth ride, obviously, because we're not bouncing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's very smooth. We got new shocks. All right. Thank you for watching. Please watch again. There'll be a 9th episode with someone probably not as good as Kelly, but maybe, hopefully. We'll search.
sure.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.